Welcome to BC Outdoors Sport Fishing with your host, Mike Mitchell. BC Outdoors Sport Fishing has been made possible by your Toyota BC dealers, Rapala, Harborcraft and Kingfisher, Yamaha, and the Pacific Salmon Foundation.
Oh my goodness! That is awesome. Look at that fish. Gorgeous.
There he goes. Wow. Look at that wrist on him.
Oh, this is a Chinook.
Chrome.
Beautiful. Bullet.
Welcome everybody to BC Outdoors Sport Fishing. I'm your host, Mike Mitchell. Today we're fishing with Brian Chan. Brian, welcome to the show.
Good to see you again, Mike.
And we brought my little, my son along, Caleb. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Thanks.
And today, where are we doing today, Brian?
Well, today we're on Monte Lake,
Okay.
which is about 35 kilometers southeast of Kamloops, right
Yep.
along Highway 97.
Okay.
And this is a stocked lake by the Freshwater Fish Society BC, and the ministry has put in Kokanee
Yeah.
for about 4 years now, and we're going to target Kokanee.
Okay, and again, we're right between Kamloops and Vernon, pretty much almost a split in between
Yeah,
when you look
just
at it
about-
on the map here. So, access from both ends.
Access from both ends, there's a
Yeah.
public boat launch on the lake as well.
Yeah, looks like a great day use lake, so we'll see if we can get some fish. And so exactly, what are we going to be doing then?
Well, we're not going to be fly fishing today, Mike.
Oh,
which is
shocking. That's shocking.
Something new to me.
Yeah,
but
right.
a lot of time we're going to be using downriggers
Okay.
and using our depth sounder,
Yep.
finding out where the kokanee are, where the zooplankton
Yep.
bands of zooplankton are, and we're going to be using a variety of lures that you brought,
Yeah.
and
Some ultralight rods and reels.
ultralight spinning rods and reels, and we're going to have some fun.
Yeah, should be a good show. What do you think? Should we get some fish, bud?
Yep.
All right.
We're on. Got him? He's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a kokanee on.
There we go. Picked up our first fish of the day here, Brian.
So remember, they got little soft mouths. You think you got a snubber on, don't you?
Yeah, I got a snubber on this side here. Right. And I'm just gonna play him right in. He's not very big.
Nice
He's
kokanee,
good
though.
fish.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you got the net, long handle net. Look at that.
Oh. Now he's going to get mad, Mike.
Yeah, he's mad now at you. Oh, look at that. Nice catch, Brian, right in the net.
I told you they were soft mouthed.
They were. That thing popped right out. So we got that one on this new lure Jensen,
Yeah, you just put that.
the little needlefish. It's got the UV on it, the pink stripe, suffix. We got fluorocarbon leader, little snubber, and one of the lure Jensen Dodgers on here. 10-pound braid and a nice little spinning rod, which is lots of fun, lots of action on it.
Yeah.
Not usually what we do when we fish together.
Yeah, I know,
Something
but
different.
It's different. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's always
this is
fun
great.
you doing new stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll take a quick look at this guy, and then we'll probably let him go.
Sure.
He's on the small side.
Yeah.
So this kokanee here, so it's a sterile kokanee, and it was stocked. It's probably 2 years old. It'll be 3 years old next spring, but it's going to be a nice size. Actually, it's quite edible now. They're in great shape.
Yeah.
So again, that fish is going to look.
Gone. No
Gone.
harm. Look at him swimming off there.
Swimming away.
Yeah.
So that fish is going to live 9-10 years in here. It can get quite large. And
Yeah.
They're delicious to eat.
Yep.
Great family fishery summer.
Yeah, yeah. Lots of fun.
Catch another one.
Yeah, let's get a few more. That snubber sure works nice though, you know?
Yeah,
That gives
that
it
fish fell off, and it was
Yeah.
really lightly hooked. And if you don't have these guys on your, this time of year, when their mouths get soft, you can lose a lot of fish.
Oh, we got another little guy here. Yeah. All right. Second fish just on that turn. Maybe that's what we need to do, is do that old
You know,
zigzag pattern, you know?
It's the boating skills.
It is. You're doing a great job. I don't know how big he is. I got the drag
What's
set.
cooking?
Yeah, I got the drag
Let me
set.
sneak in front of you.
Yeah, sure. I'll back up a little. I got the drag set really light.
Yeah. And
You
you
got the snubbers on. And we're just letting him swim. He knows he's hooked, but he's playing
That's
nicely.
a nice one. That's a nice kokanee.
Yeah.
See him in
I'm
the water.
going to try and keep out. There he shake. That's where you lose a fish.
That's
Right?
where you
Comes up
lose
the
him,
surface. I'm just going to steer him to you, Brian. Try to keep him in the water.
We got him.
All right.
Now
That's a better fish.
That's a better fish. So that would be a great eating fish.
Yeah.
Something for the barbecue tonight.
Yeah, it'd be good. Would you like to? Should we take that one with us?
Oh, I think we should.
It's
So
a good sized fish. Yeah.
have a close look at him. I'm not going to unhook him. Yeah.
We got our expert bonker on board here. We got my son Caleb's who's.
Look at that. The hook
jump-
fell out.
Oh, that's a good fish.
So that's
That's a nice fish.
It's a beautiful kokanee.
Yeah. Not a bad little fight with these trout rods too.
Oh,
These are fun.
It's a ride. I mean, it's
fun. Yeah.
It's something totally different for me, and
Well,
I love doing different things,
Well, it's
and
like
you do too.
well, we're always staring at indicators, and well, I want to get this one back in the water because this seems to be the hot lure here. It's a lure Jensen needlefish. It's the new colors. They got the UV dots on it. Little pink stripe, little blade on the bottom, and we're fishing that. What is that? About a 24-inch leader, snubber, and that dodger again.
Yeah.
I always put that little glow bead up there so I know where to reel to.
Yeah.
It's always a saltwater tactic I do.
Yeah. Well,
Because half the time you're
definitely works here.
yeah, it does. It helps. Well, that's good. That's great to get a couple of those little fish.
Yeah, and with when we use those little dodgers
Yep.
versus the
Oh, yeah.
Woolies, it's a lot less drag in the
Oh,
water.
it
so
is,
you
yeah.
get to feel the fish more,
Yeah.
and you lose less fish too.
Yeah, and I just came back from a saltwater trip, literally
You just
days ago.
downsize.
Literally days ago here, so I know when that flasher pops out, that's when you start losing your fish. You get that slack. So I'm trying to keep it in the water for you. That's good. Well, enough
Great.
talk. I'm going to get some more fish. How are you doing over there on your side? Do you have your rod in the water?
Yeah, but I'm fishing chronomids.
Oh, you are. Chronomids on a backside of a dodger. Perfect. Good tactic. All right, well, let's get another one here. I'm going to crank this guy up. You can see that action too out there. I don't know if you can see that.
Come on, Ed.
A little lure Jensen there with that UV and the dodger, and I'll get the dodger in the water and really show the. There you go. Look at that action. So that action we have there is just. They're hitting them. I'm sure the little pink snubber doesn't hurt either with a little bit of color and more attracted down there. We got Stu.
Yeah,
Hey, Brian?
I'm gonna change up.
Yeah.
The same thing.
Cool. Great. 44 feet again. Magic number, eh, Caleb?
There's more BC Outdoor Sport Fishing right after this break. Closed captioning provided by Coast Spas, the world's best built spas.
So again, we're on Monte Lake right now, and we're talking about some of the different species that are in here. So we got Kokanee,
And we've got rainbow trout.
and both are triploids.
Yeah, both.
Okay.
So the ministry manages this lake for obviously recreational fishing.
Yeah.
The Freshwater Fish Society stocks annually triploid kokanee
Yeah.
and triploid blackwater rainbow trout.
Okay. And how long you guys been doing that for?
We've been stocking the lake with trout for many, many years, but the first introductions of kokanee happened in 2007.
Yeah.
And by 2009, the spring of 09, we created a wonderful fishery out here.
The angler days have gone up significantly as well on this body of
Oh,
water as well.
absolutely.
So,
I mean, it's, as you said, it's right by the highway. It's
Yeah.
Easy boat launch.
yeah.
It previously would have about 3,000 angler days total,
Yeah.
winter and open water.
Yeah.
And we've over tripled that. It's well over 10, 11,000
Awesome.
angler days now with the introduction of kokanee.
Yeah. And again, the winter fishery on this too. Ice fishing is open, and
Yeah, it's
get a lot of
open.
people
You
on a
can
nice day up here.
Drive by here in January on a nice weekend day, and there'll be 75 people out here.
Awesome.
There's ice huts out here. It's they drive on it with their vehicles
Wow.
when the ice is thick.
Yeah.
Kokanee is a real family.
Yeah.
Family fishery, and that's what
Yeah.
we wanted to create.
Yeah. And it's beautiful body of water. And we're the only boat out here right now. There's nobody else.
Yeah, it's a beautiful morning.
Yeah. We're locked out. So we'll just get some fish and
Yeah.
we'll be okay.
"45 feet, Mike."
Yeah.
There you go, Mike.
Well, it's about time. I was starting to.
Is this how you wind the spinning reel?
Yeah, I think so. Well, actually, you could strip cast it in if you want, or strip it in. You feel that drag? We got that drag really set light for you too. Just so once it run, it wants to run.
Yeah.
And we were saying earlier though that these fish are, soft mouths.
Yeah, they seem to
The
get
species of kokanee,
soft
right?
mouths when.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it's a nice fish.
That's a good fish. There you go. Keep it down there. There you go. Great.
Oh, that's a
That's
nice
a good fish.
kokanee.
Right on, Brian. Yeah. We switched over on this one too to that green lure Jensen, that little needlefish pattern
with the glow on
with
it?
the UV glow on it. Yeah.
No, it worked, and I put a snubber on.
Yeah. And that's where you're able to fight that fish a little better here. The kokanee. Let's talk a bit about the kokanee in general as a species up here. Again, these are great little game fish for families and friends, and right.
Even older guys like me.
There you go. Ice fishing, they're available in certain lakes when they're open too, and they're great table fare as well. We were talking about.
Yeah, they're delicious. They're delicious.
Good. I was finally seeing some boats come out now, and that's when we get the fish. So you're right. We didn't have to be here first light tonight. No. We're gonna sneak underneath here the camera.
Oh, nice job, Mike.
There's a good fish, Brian.
It is.
Would you like to take this one?
Oh yeah, we're gonna barbecue him.
Okay. Oh, look how fat he is.
They're chunks.
Yeah. You're right about that soft mouth. That hook was hanging.
You can definitely see now.
Yeah.
That hook jumped around a few times in his mouth.
Yeah. It just popped out there. We got our designated dispatcher on board too. Caleb?
It's a beautiful Monte Lake kokanee.
Yeah. Beautiful.
The ministry stocks a number of lakes in the province with kokanee, and the society, produces those fish. So like in this area, Monte Lake, it's a great fishery. Yeah. And then we go up into the Caribou, that's when you get into some great lakes like Horse Lake, Deca Lake, Bridge Lake, are all great kokanee.
And the kokanee also act as a feeder species for some of the big lakers and stuff. They come in and...
They're the forage food base for the lake trout in Horse and Deca and Bridge.
And how big do kokanee generally get in lakes?
Well, there's been fish in Bridge Lake, for instance, this summer that have been over 5 pounds.
Wow.
And in Monty itself, we've been catching them up to just under 3 pounds.
Yeah.
So
that's a good fish.
It's a beautiful tasting fish.
Yeah.
And in the summertime when the trout lakes are really, really warm, the shallow trout lakes that we usually fish, you can come out here and it's a great family activity to get some fish.
Well, it's been fun. I got 2, you got 1.
I know.
It's okay.
It's okay.
We'll go back and find that school again.
So Mike, we've picked up some fish on the sounder. And sounders are really a critical part of the equipment here. We're marking, these are probably schools of kokanee that are down between 30 and 40 feet. There's our downrigger balls. We're in the zone, and those fish have been down between 25 and 40 feet all day today.
We're fishing these ultralight rods with
it's fun.
10-pound line, 10-pound braid on it, but we have the snubbers, and it's putting up a good fight. It's a great fishery. We're not using big downrigger rods, so we've pared down to the size of the fish we're going to catch and put up a bit of fight and give them a sporting chance. He's still there. There you go.
Look at that rod. That's good.
That's good fish there, Brian.
Yeah.
So again, we're up Monte Lake here, which is in between Vernon and Kamloops.
Yeah.
This guy's fighting great.
And we're right on the highway. We have a fabulous fishery right on the highway.
I noticed one thing rolling in here. There's no resort or anything on this lake. So we did a day trip. Did a day trip out of Kamloops.
Yep. But there is a.
Where do guys want to stay?
Yep. If you have an RV, if you want to camp, there's the Heritage campsite and RV park.
Yeah.
It's just across the highway on the lake.
Okay.
And then there's lots of other places to camp in the general area. And you can go onto the Camping RV BC website, look at stock lakes, and it'll show you what's around that area for camping. Or RV parks in the area.
Yeah. So nice little guy there.
Nice little kokanee there.
Beautiful.
Beautiful fish.
Yeah, great.
Beautiful
anyway,
fish.
I hooked it on that little lure Jensen, that pink. We've tipped it with some Trigger X or some krill. We're just tipping it off and giving a little scent down there too for those fish. Well, that's great though about this lake again. Great day use lake, but again, if you want to stay up here, lots of different things you can get
there's lots of other things you can do up in this area. I mean, there's certainly other campsites in the area, and then lots of information on there. Again, on that website, you can go.
That's at campingrvbc.com.
You can look at all the stock lakes and what's available for camping on the lakes, provincial parks, provincial recreation sites, and commercial rec sites.
Okay.
And campsites.
Oh, good. Good stuff.
So
I don't want to say anything, but how many fish have you got today, Brian?
I know.
Maybe I should just leave this one up now and just let you maybe catch a couple more fish, what do you think?
When we get back with bobbers, we're
That's
in
right.
trouble.
Yeah, we're out of your element still. I just got to remind you that this was your idea to come up here and fish.
It's all good. There's a beautiful kokanee. Whoop.
It's a nice fish, Brian. Good for the barbecue. I'm going to get back down. I got my son's magic hockey number here. 44 feet seems to be the ticket on this side here. So get back down and see if I can't get some more fish, especially while he's farting around with that fish up there.
There's more BC Outdoors Sport Fishing right after this break. Welcome back to BC Outdoors Sport Fishing. Learning with the pros. Brought to you by your Toyota BC dealers.
Regardless of the type of fishing you're doing, whether it's in freshwater or saltwater, fly fishing or trolling, we can base a lot of our success by understanding the biology of the fish that we're trying to catch. And with kokanee, the thing you want to remember about them is that they're plankton feeders. They feed on zooplankton, which are those tiny little red and green dots that you can see in the water. And those little organisms are photosensitive. So during the daytime, they're down deeper in the water column, and under low light conditions, they come up in the water column. So the kokanee follow the zooplankton, bands of zooplankton up and down in the water. That's why the use of a depth sounder in conjunction with a downrigger will allow you to present your lures and spoons at the precise depth that the kokanee are feeding right within that band of zooplankton. So it could be today, it's been anywhere from 25 to 40 feet in depth, and that's where we mark the fish. That's where the bands of zooplankton are. So that's why we use the downrigger to get our lures down to that zone, keep it in the zone, which is critical. The longer you keep your lures in the zone, regardless, even if it's lures or flies, if you're fishing for trout, as long as it's in the zone, you're going to catch more fish. To see more Learning with the Pros tips, visit www.bcoutdoorsmagazine.com.
Caleb, here. Here, bud.
She's got a double header. Caleb's got a double header.
Rod up.
Mine go away.
Still on.
Oh, Caleb's got away.
We had a double header.
Let me help you there. And we did.
Caleb, you want
You brought your rod down twice.
to net this guy?
You help net Brian's fish to go right out there. You get right out there. You can stand right out there. 2 feet down. Okay. Don't lunge for him. Use the net.
I'll bring him right up to you, Caleb.
There you go.
Oh, he's coming.
Okay, watch your eyes. Reach out.
Oh! Oh!
And now, here's a look at today's tackle and gear, which is available at thefishandhole.com.
Hello folks, we're going to talk to you a little about the tackling gear that we've been using on today's episode. We started out with the classic trout rod, which is a brand new series through Rapala. This is a 7'2" spinning model. We paired it up with a shift reel, a spinning reel, and we also put the volt reel on the other side. The line we're using today is the Suffix 832 braid, 10 pound, which again gives us no stretch at all, but
Very thin diameter.
yeah, great thin diameter. So we were able to pack on a good chunk of line on here for that too. And then we moved down to the terminal tackle where Brian's got the setup here.
So we've been using these little 4/0 Lure Jensen trolling Dodgers in
Yep.
all silver, and then I've got the silver with prism on glow on
I
either
have
side.
a 50-50 on mine
Yeah.
too, yeah.
We've got a snubber, which
Yep.
is critical when you're fishing with kokanee because they have very soft mouths to begin
Yep.
with. And then a barrel swivel, some 8-pound Suffix fluorocarbon,
Yep.
about 24 inches of it, going down to, we used a couple of lures today. The Lure Jensen, these are UV needlefish
Yep.
lures, and we use that as well as the kokanee killer Lure Jensen Kokanee
Kings.
killer.
Kokanee
And we
Kings,
used them both either with or without some of this Trigger X synthetic maggots that
Yeah.
have that pheromone in them for attracting fish.
Yeah.
And we caught fish with and without the bait. So
Yeah.
both very, very effective ways to fish.
Yep, and of course we're lining them up. We got a pair of manual downriggers on here today that helped us control the depth. Lowrance sounder again to find that depth, and of course this beautiful G3 boat we're privileged to fish out of most days. The big 115 on it gets us where we need to go, but today we were able to get it down and troll at a good speed to
Yeah,
get some
got
fish.
it down.
So
It was good.
it's worked good. So again, these are some of the items that we've used on today's episode, and if you're looking to get into this fishery, we suggest you give them a try as well. There we go, Brian.
Good job, Mike.
Another one, just as we were reaching for a bottle of water to get rehydrated here. Got one
That's
out of the-
another fish you've got. Well, I've been driving the boat though.
This is exactly what we just said.
I said I'm good. Let me drive because I know where we're going to get them.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
That's a good fighter.
Here's your drag. Good. Right, let me get the landing net ready.
He's working hard. I can see him in the back there. He's right up on the surface.
Oh, that's a nice kokanee. Oh yeah.
We're just letting them kind of dictate where they're going to go. We got that again. They got really soft mouths at this time of year. Right?
Just let the snapper do his job.
You know what the best part about it is, though, Brian? I hate to say this, but after this fish, we gotta go. I'm looking at the time here, late in the afternoon.
Yeah. We got him, Mike.
That's it. That's a good one.
That's a beautiful.
That is. Look at the healthy, fat fish.
Look at that beautiful Monte Lake kokanee.
Nice job. Well, like I said,
Gorgeous.
I hate to say this
Gorgeous.
to you. We gotta pull the pin.
But
I gotta get him home.
Get
I gotta
him
get
home.
home tonight. What do you say?
Well, it was
You
a
all
great
right?
day in the water.
It was a great day.
Appreciate you coming up and seeing this wonderful fishery
No.
right on the highway.
We have a lot
Get
of
beautiful
fun when we fish
kokanee like
too,
this. Absolutely.
though. Thank you.
Slimy.
I don't mind. Good job. Thank you.
You bet.
Again, thank you, viewers, for watching our episode today. We hope that you join us again on another edition of BC Outdoors Sport Fishing TV.
BC Outdoor Sport Fishing has been made possible by your Toyota BC dealers. Rapala, crafted from experience. Yamaha, what kind of Yamaha are you? Harborcraft and Kingfisher, Canada's best-selling welded aluminum boats. The Pacific Salmon Foundation, bringing them back stream by stream. Freshwater Fishery Society of BC, Scotty, Lowrance, Procure, thefishandhole.com, and Coast Spas. Along with